Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Jasmine and I'm from UNSIKA class. I'm here is to speech report about explaining the specification of this laptop. And there is 5 laptops in here. But first I want to mentioning about all of the brands. And then there are Acer, Lenovo, Apple, and also Lenovo again. But at the end, I will give you one recommendation of the best laptop among these 5 laptops, which will be very suitable for students in all major who are doing this online class. But first, I'd like to talk about the Lenovo laptop. And this item type is Lenovo B1470. This type can be used for designing or sketching because it already has iCore 5, and for the processor is 145U. It is also sized at 14 inches, but the memory standard is small enough, just 2GB DDR3. Last, this laptop is measuring in camera. The camera is good enough. Then we will move to another type from Lenovo. And here is Lenovo IdeaPad Flex 5i. This type is 2-in-1 because it can be flipped like as a tablet, and of course it is touchscreen laptop. This laptop already has Ryzen 7 and it is sized at 14 inches. Then of course, this type is better than B4070 because this laptop has the bigger memory standard, which is 8GB, and for the SSD already 512GB. Then also, this laptop has a fingertip to unlock the screen lock. I recommend this laptop for engineering college students because it has much capacity memory. For more details, I will show you this unboxing video from the Lenovo IdeaPad Flex 5i. As you can see in here, this laptop is very thin because it uses a standard memory, namely SSD. And for your information, most laptops that use SSD are very thin. Okay, here is an example of usage when using tablet mode, and the layout also changes directly from laptop layout to tablet layout. Okay, and of course this laptop can also be used like this, like mini TV. The layout is the same as the tablet layout, but it will adjust the up or down position according to you when you use this laptop. Because this laptop is a touchscreen, so you can write notes or draw with just one laptop. And this is for the example of the usage. Then here is another laptop from Apple that is 13.3 size. This laptop already has an 8-core CPU, performance 4-core, and efficiency 4-core, and also has GPU 8-core. It is cool that the battery can be held for 17 until 20 hours. It has 16GB of standard memory, but for the SSD is 256 to 512GB. Okay, and here is an unboxing video for MacBook Pro. But for MacBook Pro itself, when we just open it, the screen will automatically turn on, and we just have to fill in our data or country and others. The settings are quite easy for the beginner like us and can be done by ourselves. And also you have to fill in your fingertip. And of course it also doesn't take long to set it up, and when it's finished it can be used immediately. MacBook Pro has a touchscreen tab setting that we can adjust according to our needs. Okay, let's move on to the next type. It is Asus A146JO, and I think it's close enough to same as like Lenovo IdeaPad because it also has 512GB SSD and DDR4GB, and also already Intel Core i3. And of course, it is use Windows 10 and size at 14 inches. Okay, I would move on to the last laptop is from Acer. This is Acer Aspire 4741G. This laptop is old enough because it was launched in 2010, but it has cool specifications. It has Intel Core i5, which can be used for designing and sketching or something, as like Lenovo B4070, and for the capacity is 2 GB, and for the HDD is 500 GB. It is suitable for college students taking this online class during this pandemic, and it is 14-inch size like a laptop in general, but I think the biggest lack of this type is the camera because it is only 1.3 megapixel, but I should recommend this type to college students because it is worth to buy. Okay, and here I will give you a recommendation for the best laptop, namely the Lenovo IdeaPad Flex 5i. As I explained before, this laptop has a balanced price and quality and will be very suitable for students during online classes, especially for students who need very large standard memory. Hope it will be useful for you. And of course, the reason why I choose this topic is because during this pandemic, the students really need gadgets such as laptops for online classes, and which is, of course, must be sufficient enough to carry out their assignments. And that's it, my report about the specification for some laptops. And thanks for the attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.